You goddamn
Kevin
mic
Durant
on.
build video breakdown. Now listen, I'm gonna leave the link to the description of where I was talking about the KD build already as well. Always make sure y'all tap in with my community promo. I'm just trying to make sure new faces get out, the 2K community gets more built. You know, all forward position. Why is the reason I'm going to go to small forward? Just for the mismatches. Of course, you could have people that's like a 6'8". You could have people who's like maybe 6'8", you know, those heights. But there's still always going to be a pure mismatch. And then you could have some people who run different builds or just off of pick and rolls. You know, you can get the smaller guy on you. So there's a lot of things that you can really do, right? Now, let's get into the build. So, here's 99 KD build, right? Everything looks wonderful on the build. Let's go. Let's get into this build. So every single thing looks wonderful on the build. Let me see if I can let me just play this so he can get to the shooting stats, right? He starts off with a 77 close shot. Now the close shot goes up, certain things go up with the stats, right, this year, okay? So we have to remember that. He's doing one thing that I said that I really don't do heavy, is go to the driving dunk. Now, when you want to make your KD build, don't get me twisted, right? Boom! I'm back. Now, I'm going to give you guys the gems, the sauce on how to make the best KD build. A few more days. I already got 24s locked in. I said 24. I mean 25. I've been studying. I've been looking around. And I always never forget this type of game. This game, some people, hey, you're going to just play randoms all day. You're going to just play, you're not really going out. I'm trying to play anybody if it comes to that occasion, okay? Competition everywhere. So my builds are always made for that setting. All right? Now, let's look at this KD build. 77 close shot is good. I will always take that. 80 driving layup is good. I would take that, but I feel like it's a lot. What do I mean by that? Just because it's on a 6'10", it's like, for example, a player like this, 9 times out of 10, and most players, like, IRL play style is not a thing like this. So this Joey 2K guy, 9 times out of 10, he plays probably in the meta style, okay? And meta style doesn't always mean, how could I put this? Like, people are not going to use their layup. Like, to have a driving layup this high on KD, I would love for it, but there's going to be other reasons why he has this high, right? You know, you could get confused between what you want to take, a dunk or a layup, right? Then you go down to here, boom, you got this high post control, right? So he can get post fade phenom on gold, but what sense does that make when you have silver badges? See, this is what I'm going to show you where people are going to slack, and the only way they're going to get away with certain things is if they're playing against noobs. And you just want to go out there to have fun. If you're doing that and listen to what I'm saying, because people like to listen to my videos and then go chatting to other people, you know, and say this, or I said that, I said this, and they're not even watching the full videos. You trying to skip through shit. We see that he has the 87 driving dunk. That's what always makes me be able to peek out a meta person. Yes, some people are going to naturally go to that high dunk because they like to utilize dunk, but 9 times out of 10, most players use this driving dunk as a safe space. When they can't do any dribble moves, they can't do nothing, they can at least dribble around you and get the free dunk, because all you gotta do is hold the analog stick and press one button. You know what I mean? It's not more like a timing thing. You don't gotta time a dunk unless you're using a dunk meter, and that's still easy. It's not the same. It's not similar to timing a jump shot and shooting like a contested shot to somebody's face for a tight peak. It's not the same thing. Boom. Then we want to get on to where he gets hit. I understand people love post control and love, oh, KD's a post scorer. KD can score in the post, but KD is more of a face-up player. When y'all see KD catch the ball, like, what is he doing? He's facing up with people. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, he can post, but he's not posting somebody down using back down Punisher, or every shot he's taking is a leaner or a fake. No, it's not like that. KD's not shooting that. This is my favorite player. I watch my favorite player. I know how my favorite player plays. Okay? He uses the advantage of that he's so big and he can dribble. Like, that's different. That's unique. Like, you can always lose people. If he didn't get injured, he was a problem. He was always, he either gonna get to the rack, get an easy foul, or people gotta get out of his way. He was a problem. He's an automatic problem. His usage was higher before he got hurt. To what I mean by usage, because he still plays on the Suns, but what I mean by usage is he was able to do way more than what he does now. Hopefully he can still turn back and be some type of GOAT. You know, we win the championship. Let me stop dreaming. All right, but this is where he messed up on this build at. This is not a KD build when you do this. This is not a KD build when you do this, all right? Now, to each his own, because he could use this build. Let's say we could run the game. He could win with this KD build against me. I'm going to be honest with y'all and be 100% real. But I just understand when you play against sweats, this is not going to work. When you play against a lockdown with Legend, you're not going to be KD shooting with Deadeye on Silver. And I know that you could be like, oh, I could use I could use the +1 badge perk and stuff like that, and I can put it up to gold. No, bro. When you have a KD build, you need all these gold. Boom, 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 and shifty shooter gold. You need this gold. When improves a player's ability to successfully make high difficulty jump shots. That's all your fades right there. That's all when you're dribbling and you take a leaner, or you dribble, you take a certain shot. I know they added shifty shooter in this because I've seen when JT did his pro go-to move, shifty shooter popped up. You don't want that on Silver. Yes, you can probably still score with it. This is what I mean. Like, yes, they're rushing their builds. I get it. They got to get the early access. Yes, they're hyped. Woohoo! But they're rushing their builds. They rushing. They not thinking. I'm always thinking, yo, I'm going to be playing a lock. Yo, you got to go golden up. Like, when they have their Legend, yes, it's going to be sweet now. You playing with in the beginning. Oh. But when they get, that's what the game always changes once locks get to once locks max themselves out, and most 75% of the locks you come across is maxed out. Yeah. Or he has the strong badges he needs to, you're going to feel it. You will feel the Silver Deadeye. There's never been a 2K where I've had KD with a Silver Deadeye. This is crazy. And I feel like I'm sorry, I gotta speak my shit. I gotta pop my shit because I'm an OG. And I've been doing the KD build before anybody. 17. Nobody was making no 610 was KD in 17. Nobody was doing that. Now look. Silver, I've never had a KD with Silver badge. Like, in the mid-range is the highest, 87. You're gonna be barely knocking down threes with this 80. I know they did something. They did a little change. Yes, you'll probably still be able to hit, but like there was older 2Ks where we had like 80 balls and you could hit with them, but it wasn't as strong. You could feel the difference when you got to the 88s, 90s. All right, and of course, like KD, he's not having nothing below an 85. I think the max we can get with him is a 86. And depending on what stats I could break down, I may just go to the 86 y'all. But for right now, this three-pointer is coming back to an 85. You know what I mean? This mid-range shot is higher. I need the 92. Like, he's tripping. He's tripping. It's not KD when you don't got no 92. Like, that post control ain't gonna do shit against a good lock. If I'm a lock and I'm playing against you and you think, oh, because you got post control, you're gonna do something to me. No, bro. How you play a post control? 2K, you back up off him. When he starts to try to back down, back up off him. He has to be quick enough and fast trigger, and a lot of old heads don't have that quick trigger to just do a fast postman after that. You know it's coming, so you have to fake them out while they go to that position, while they try to, oh, let me back them down, and try to use the badge so they could get the animation. You back off, reach, do a little reach. You could pluck him if you back off fast enough before he uses it. It's like his back down, it's just like whack-a-mole. His back down Punisher, you don't want it to hit you. Back up. Like, man, there's so many finesse ways. I got y'all in this new game, and I know they touched up on mechanics and stuff in this game too. All right, but this is not no KD build, and you're gonna see a lot of people trying to finesse this to make a KD build, because I can already tell by them dropping their stats down, him going to a 7'3" wingspan. Yes, you get a lot of more stuff like dunking and stuff like that, but the shooting is hit. I promise you, the shooting is hit. A lockdown will be easily able to guard this. People who make this type of KD build won't even be spraying like that. There won't even be like no type of shooter where they're just chucking and like, damn, he's chucking. I guarantee you they'll be scary to shoot. You try to make this KD build, you're gonna be scared to shoot. I promise you. You're forgetting that Legends in the game, and you're looking at silver right in front of your face like, oh, okay. KD got gold shooting badges to Hall of Fame, but all right. He has that. To be him, you have to have that. Okay. We skip off of this. We come down here to the pass accuracy. And KD is one of the highest 3-point. Last year, he was like the highest 3-point percentage shooter in the league. One of them, like top 4, top 5, one of that. So this 83 ball is not doing him justice. Yeah, you have to at least give KD 86, 88, something like that. You have to. Even though he's not shooting like Curry, because that's just not his type of shot selection. That's not his type of rhythm. That's not his type of, you know, what they use him for. You know, there's certain games he do go crazy. He will spray him out. Just believe. Pass accuracy, 75. I will always say this is a good balanced pack. The accuracy, that's cool. You see he has a 78 ball handle. You need that. I feel like these are a go. 78, 71 has to be a go. All right? Just so you get the maximum speed of KD and you can move around. I feel like people, if you're not a dribbler really, it's like, why use a KD? The KD build is supposed to be for somebody who can dribble. Doesn't mean you got to spam, but somebody who can hit it hezzy, boom, 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 and you can shoot off the dribbles. Like, it's made for that, you know? Not just to say, oh, I'm a post control. I'm going to put you in a post. Like, no. Especially if you could do post control because you just nice. Like, that's how I am. I'm nice enough to do post control. Just give me like a 65. I'm nice enough to work that. That's when you nice enough, yo, you can really work the like low grade stats. Like, people don't understand. Switch off to this, right? We get on to his interior defense of 74. It's like, all right, 74 not bad. That's cool. I can ride with that. 82 perimeter defense. I like that. It's not that much though. I seen with the lower wingspan KD, you could still get to an 80 perimeter D. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. Look, even a 79 still, this is not worth it. It's close to an 80. And I get it, like he's there on an 80 plus still, but I just feel like it's still not worth it. Like, you're gonna get certain plucks, but not to the point where you could reach all the time. Somebody with some real high grades, like people are forgetting like Legends handle for days. Like, I'm preparing myself for that. You guys can sit here and not think for the, when I think for the worst, I think for in a good way to protect myself. People are gonna have these strong tier badges, and it's just certain stuff not gonna fly like we used to think. Like I could tell, right? 84 block, you could tell his block could have went higher because he put the longer wingspan on KD, which I'm not going to do. I get it. You guys would be like, oh, it's not a real KD build. If you, no, sorry, we're out of that imagination. We're like, listen, I'm playing like KD. When it comes to who plays like KD the best, I can stand on that and speak that. And then we can, if somebody wants to have a challenge, we can upload clips. I really make my player look like KD in 24. Imagine with this game with the news. Come on. These stats, right? He's able to do this because of the long wingspan, but the big hit is the offense. I'm telling you, the shooting is not going to be like KD. This, you could tell this build, he's going to be just going to finish more often. Literally. Yes, you could still shoot a midi. You can knock down a midi and stuff like that and knock down shots, but trust me, bro, you're going to want to have that secured 3 ball, and I feel like 80 is not going to be enough. You like just getting there. I had an 80 in like 23, I remember. 23 to 80 ball wasn't good. 24 to 80 ball was great. You could knock down still with an 80 ball. It would be good. You see the difference? I remember 23, 80 ball was like, So understand they always can do that to the game, and I honestly definitely feel like they did that to the game because we now have legend tier badges. Do not sleep on that. Legend tier badges cap out in the 90s. Most of them cap out in the 90s. So if they cap out in the 90s, and we had the 90s before in 2K24, we had 90 stats, right? What does that mean? That means they changed how these badges affect when we end the court. Trust me. Trust that OG saying that. I know these silvers is not going to hit like it used to. I know it. And hit like it used to meaning where you will still be able to hit, but you're not going to be able to, where it's like, you don't even need gold. You can talk that shit like how people talk. Oh, you don't even need that badge. You don't even need gold. Just get an 80. No. We going to see. Watch. And then what else does he get extra? He gets a little bit more of offensive rebound and defensive rebound. I've seen other KD builds where it was like just it had a little bit of that defensive and then a little bit offensive. And you see he's basically like he could snag up right here a defensive rebound. We go here 80 agility, boom, and then 73 strength. Everything else is balanced, and this is pretty. When I'm looking at this build, it's not a bad build. Not. The only thing that I don't like is this. I feel like once you, it's already going to be hard for you to dribble, right, and create space. I'm being honest with y'all. I feel like I'm elite. Whether you want to take it as an ego or not, I know in my mind I can dribble with the 78. Even if I'm playing against a good lock. There's certain moves I'm not going to do. Certain things I know, okay, he will rip me if I play like that. More off-ball movement in case it's a lock. I know when to switch it up. So this is already hard for you to dribble with a 78. Please understand this. And we on a new dribble engine where you're going to have to learn how to dribble again. So please take heed before you try to copy a build or make the same build, right? Now, once you create space and get open with this already limited ball control, because with a KD build, you can't just be spamming and spamming. You have to be able to cross people and create space off of a few moves. You have to. You have to know how to do that. Because then it makes the build more OP. You know, then you can do a little more. When you get open, you're going to need that maximum just window to shoot. Not like this limited shooting area window. I'm telling y'all, this is going to hit person. Then I feel like he's going to even be more confused because he's going to be trying to post fade phenom people in the post. This low post control. You know what I mean? Already now going to have unpuckable high. Like I'm telling you, man, it's just a... It ain't a great mix, all right? So this was his first KD build he made, all right? Leave it at that. This was the first one he made. Everything damn near will look the same. Like when I'm looking at his 6'10", except for like certain stats like the rebound stats areas, I could always change this up. Strength, I may go a little higher than strength because one thing I did notice, our KD builds, whoever makes a KD build, like you copy my build, we're going to get legend physical handles. Because you can get it Hall of Fame, you just need a certain strength threshold. And y'all know I'm going to go for that strength threshold because it makes the build better. Like dribbling wise, that badge worked. Like it worked last year playing against lockdowns. Just certain little animations you'll get away with a little bit more than others, right? Now, we get off that and we go to his 6'11". I've seen another person saying, yo, it's not a KD build unless it's 6'11". Bro, when are y'all gonna shut up with this shit? Like, yo, like on some real shit. Hold up. When are y'all gonna stop doing that? Like, y'all really be sounding crazy. Y'all sound crazy. I get it. You want to make get the wingspan. Even when y'all make y'all KD with long arms, long wingspan, and you say, oh, the T-Rex KD is I can't do it. Even when you make your long KD with your long arms, guess what, people? He still don't got the same exact body tone as KD. It don't look like it's KD out there. The only thing that makes a person know that, you trying to make KD out there is by having his jersey and his clothes on. Just because he got the long arms, it still don't be looking like a KD's actual body. So I could make an argument and be like, oh, that ain't really KD. He don't even really look at him just because you have all. We'll be doing that forever. It doesn't matter. It's about who plays like him. It doesn't, all this little statistic stuff and you getting too logical. Oh, he needs to be 6'11" or it's not KD. People say KD's actually 7 foot and compare him to 7-footers. What do you have to say about that? That could be the next argument. Oh, none of these are KD build unless you make them 7 foot and try to make them the best you can. Shut up. Y'all wasting time. Y'all just like to just get into petty nonsense. Stupidness. I'm worried about making the elite KD build. You're going to be dressed up like KD to play comp and just show like, oh yeah, I'm really like that with a KD build. Playing my own style. Y'all be just making y'all KD builds to go and play and do what y'all do. Do that. Do that. Remember, there's different lanes. Multiple lanes in life. Now, this 6'11 KD, this is just butt. This is butt. This is butt. This is worse. You make this KD build, like, y'all not gonna have fun with this. Like, yo, unless you go in the wreck and you play so slow, then I feel like it's not even KD. Like, you can't do a dribble move like you do his SIGs. It's really not KD. It's really like a big. That's why I try to go to the 78 ball control, just so I can, the move, because when the higher you go in ball handling, the better the moves or the swifter the moves will, look, right? That's why I go to that. Then there's going to be a ball handling takeover. So, it's just certain things like to prioritize to him. Look at this build. The only thing, the ball handling is lower. The speed with ball is lower. KD can actually speed boost when you go to play now. Do you see why more people say, oh, you go T-Rex arms, you get closer to the actual KD in the game that you could play with on play now. You make this type of KD, you're like just a slow center on the court. Literally, that's all you are. You're not gonna really look like KD out there. You probably gonna be damn near shooting catch and shoot shots. I'd be seeing people take straight standing dunks, or sometimes you'll probably catch the lane on the baseline, maybe because what y'all play 5v5 or something, maybe play the records and catch it on the baseline. No, I'm gonna be showing people how to use a KD this year. I'm gonna be showing the way. Then the defensive stats is worse. 77 perimeter defense. What did he get better here? A higher driving layup, a higher close shot. No, bro, like no. You're going to be getting stripped, bro. We already seen how the strips look. The strips look crazy. And I know, of course, the devs will patch and stuff like, but still is always going to be still. You're going to be able to steal from a player who's not, has that much ball handle. A lot with high agility coming in my career and you, like, that stuff's still going to happen. You know what I mean? It's still going to happen. And then in reality, when I look at it too, if you make a KD with post control for the part, it's like, I don't know. Even for the rec, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like post control would be better on guard versus guard matchup. You're not seeing nobody post control somebody against comp. Maybe you're 25 this year, but not against no comp. You're not. You want to know why? Because a team going to adjust. If you go to the post, right, a team will send a blitz at you. If you're not skilled enough to, really see the blitz. Some people going to make it seem like they are, but no, a team will send a hidden blitz. They come blitz you, somebody gets in the passing lane to where you would pass to, then boom, your post control. Then it just slows down the game and slows down the team. It's a very good stat, but I feel like people have to learn how to use this more properly. Not to the point to where you just like, I like the animations it gives you when you get the stats at the threshold. Like, yeah, I could easily make a post fade more. That's why people like post fade phenom, because they can knock down the post fade more. Tell them to take the badge off and try to do post fades. Yo, I really was doing post fades without that badge. Like, literally nasty ones, like going crazy, like dribble move, come into like a spin move, then pivot back post, like really. So that's why I always, it's like free to me until 2K find a way to really make post control matter, where it's like, damn, a person can really just destroy me with it, unless it's the 1v1 court. I can really finesse, because I can do those moves without using the attributes. So it's like I save myself points on each build, unless I just want to make a build purely for that. I can save points and hit you in another area. It's all based off of skill, and that's what I'm trying to teach people. When you have certain skills in certain areas, you're not going to have to go hard and go for that. If I have enough points and I can get to like a 60, that's good enough. You know what I mean? But other than that, y'all, these KD builds, I would not recommend. Definitely not the 6'11". No, I will not recommend this. You're going to be getting plucked. You're not going to have fun on this build. You'll basically be playing center, and then you'll be getting bullied. You'll actually be in the power forward position playing against a center with 72 strength. You're not going to have fun. You will be able to block certain things certain times with A2, but no, when it comes to just getting bored, second chance points, and the strength, the big that they're going to have on the court, that because people are going to have bigs out there with high strength, a movable enforcer. Everybody is, bro, I don't even see a lot of sweats going hard to get a movable enforcer. That's how I know there wasn't really sweats at Community Day. The real sweats are waiting. And they know that's the badge you want when you really want to bully somebody around, move around. Even if you go at a shorter height, get a movable enforcer on a high level, you're going to be moving people around, bumping people on defense. But this is not it. This don't got no movable enforcer on a high level, just looking at his strength. So it's like, you know, the best I would say if you could get KD is maybe go gold. And if you can't, at least get close to the 80 strength. I've seen somebody with an 80 strength KD, and I think that's what I would do just so I can get that physical handles, you know, certain things. Certain things you could take away from on the KD build, like people don't understand. I've been doing it for years, using it for years. And it's not even really just, it's just the 6'10" height. The 6'10" height was like a I've been using it for years, and I just know what works well with it. Alright, so when we go back, like I said, his 6'10" was not bad, but it's crucial mess ups. The crucial mess ups, what makes it a bad build. I like the layer of it. It looked like, damn, it gets so much attributes and stats. It does when you look at it. It looks so balanced. But trust me, you're going to feel this shooting this year. I promise y'all. Y'all don't sleep on it. I already warned y'all earlier. I told you, do not sleep on it. Like trying to go and try to be like, oh, well, I'm going to go with a 78 this year. It still be spring. Like, no, bro, you're going to need certain shit, a dimer in the corner, certain things. Like, trust me. So this is where he's actually hitting. This shooting right here, right, it's a hit. And then I would say the strength also does take a hit because the position. If you make a small forward and then you have it at 73 strength, okay, cool. But your position, you're gonna line up with centers 9 times out of 10. Bigger builds, people who's in that area, you know, and this build's not made for it. He's not cut for it. All right. So remember, with a KD build, prioritize towards his shooting first. Make sure his shooting is good, high. You got the good badges on gold, the set, everything, right? So you can really move and maneuver with him, right? Gold Deadeye, so that height is a plus. When you get players that shorter than you, that Deadeye activates even better, right? The driving dunk can come down and the driving layup. When you're 6'10", you're going to be getting over on players. You're going to be dribbling around. A person can set you a screen when you're 6'10" if you know how to dribble. I've had this before. And when he sets the screen, guess who switches over? The small PG. And then I get to cook the small PG, or they they're scrambled like chickens with their head cut off. And they got to send extra help now. Then I dime. You see what I'm saying? So, with a KD's not even trying to go and just cram on everybody all the time. So that's one of my stats where I could say the dunking stat is really not that realistic. Yeah, he could still dunk or something. The most I give him is 80. But KD's not the type where he's just going trying to cram on people. He's stronger in the other areas. So this just shows me this is like a meta player. Like, he's still in a meta mindset. He just want to have a high dunk. At least he get past you, dunk the ball. You know what I mean? Probably not a build he even going to use low key. I'm telling you, just because you can see key mess ups. It's certain key mess ups. The shooting is a key mess up. I don't care. A 6'10" you don't give a 6'10" this. This is something you do with like a guard, because a guard you have more ball handle to work with, other things, you know, not a 6'10". He needs the shooting to be very, very dangerous. All right. So I just want to touch up on that with y'all. All right. Soon it's coming. Y'all be ready to lock in on my KD official build video. Whenever I make KD, I don't ever make a second KD build. I haven't did it in 24, and I used that build all 24. Was busting ass with it. I don't make a second KD build, because when you make a 6'10", it's really like you're already going into a realm where you're like balanced. Most people not using 6'10s for comp and nothing like that. You know what I mean? Unless it's some type of defense rebounder build type shit. You know, but you already putting yourself in a different lane. I have the best. The ultimate. I already gave a sneak peek in the video I made before, but the ultimate, the best KD build. And I'm saying the best. I can speak like that because it's a numbers game. It ain't too much that, oh, 2K, you can't go wrong with getting gold Deadeye. You can't go wrong with going with a 90 stat in a certain area. You know, it's just certain, just natural things that you have to understand. You can't, after where you place all your stats, it's on the skill, it's on the player. The player really makes it what it is. That's why you got some players who say, man, I can go with a 60 perimeter D because they got 2 double locks with them. That's nice. And they can play still somehow enough defense on the player. They can still play enough just to get himself by. And his offense is so OP, it just takes the other team's soul away. So defense does not even really need to be talked about. So remember, it's all different types of lanes in this game. Even the steal, man, I always told people, like, what a KD build, you don't need no 80 steal, especially when you're gonna have bigs in there with a unpluckable silver to gold. You're gonna see a lot of that bigs that's gonna have that unpluckable high, just so when they doing a poster, they're not getting stripped. And it's just like, he could have made the block higher. You want to make him more OD, instead take the steal away, make the block higher, so at least when you're in the paint, even if you didn't have that much strength, you can at least get all those swats, get takeover going up because you're getting those swats. You see what I'm saying? People have to really pay attention to the dynamics of how basketball work, how the sweats will work, how the sweats are going to prioritize their build. You know they're going to go for the immovable enforcers, the Hall of Fame, the challenger. Yo, you trying to tell me you going to be spraying down on somebody with a Hall of Fame challenger in your face and a Hall of Fame clamp sock? Badges counteract. At least gold brings it down to where y'all both at bronze. It's like he could be at silver, you could be at least bronze or something. But it just comes down to how far he was away from you before you took the shot. How well did you time it? You know, all these things factor in. So I just hope people see it. Hope people realize it. This is not enough. I feel like this is a terrible hit. And that's not talking trash about him, because I see a lot of people like, yo, this is a good KD build. But no, bro. This is the worst part about this build. The shooting. KD needs gold. You at least got to give him gold, man. Not one gold post-fade shooting badge. Like, what the, like, come on, bro. This him trying to be too much all around, and he picked the worst place to take a hit in, and it's his shooting. Everywhere else, it's like this is the best he could get. This is the best he can get of the playmaking. This is the best. This is the best he can get of the defense. I see that, and this is the best he can get of the finishing. This is not the best he could have got of the shooting. Just wanted to go with that wingspan. He probably think he could be able to shoot with it, but I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh, 92. See, a 92 for Gold Deadeye. I'm making that 92. That's how it was last year. I'm doing that same thing. You get that badge, it helps your regular shot. Even if he didn't, let's say he wanted to keep this at an 80. At least if he would have got a 92, you know what I mean? You have your badges go to gold. It levels up for you. It makes your shot stronger. Like, just you gotta use the IQ, alright? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Breaking down how to make a very, very good solid KD build. I gave y'all all the areas you need to focus on. I'm telling y'all the driving dunk gonna gotta be no higher than an 80 to I'm going like 78-ish. Maybe if I could tweak 80, I will go there too and just tweak it. Like, okay, we could do that. We got enough. Driving layup coming down, because at that height, yo, it's already like you're already OP because you're taller. So you just reach the rim faster, one on the dunk. You know, certain things. You know, a guard, when you got PGs that add dunk and then they get this long launch and they in the air forever and then somebody can just come block them. You know, it's just the game dynamics, all right? So hit that like, subscribe. I got more videos coming. Y'all already know it's grind season. Like, I'm going crazy. I'm just excited. Like, I'm too excited. I'm just ready to sleep. Let the days go by. It's like Christmas. Hit the like, subscribe. We got more coming soon.